Hey there. How are my theater nerd friends this evening? Hello, theater nerds. It's good to see you. We've made it to the end of another month. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit, just because, I can never not fuss with it. There it is. All right. Hello and welcome. Good evening. It's time for This Week at the Theater. We have our big proscenium stage over here. I don't even know if we have. Yeah, we do have stages that big in town, and they are wonderful to have. We're so happy that you're here with us tonight. Welcome, anybody who's hanging out with us on this stream tonight. It's the last Tuesday in September, and we are doing This Week at the Theater for September 26th. Brought to you by the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. We are SARTA, and SARTA's here to bring a number of different things to you. I always want to talk to people about SARTA because I get folks who are like, well, SARTA used to do the Ellies. Where are they? They're not doing anything anymore. Whatever happened to them? We're still here. We're still doing things. We're still promoting community theater. We're still giving scholarships to young people to go to theater camps. We're still offering a program to stipend theaters that need support. We're hosting special events. Oh my gosh, we had a wonderful one just last week. Was that last week? Wow. The weeks buzzed by really quickly. We had another one of our Tonight Starring events, and it was great. It was sold out. Thank you to all of those folks who got tickets, came to see it, supported us that night. It was an amazing event and a wonderful show. We're even talking about possibly putting it on again because more people wanted to see it, more people wanted to bring friends to it. The actors wanted to do it again, so I think we got to make it happen, right? So SARTA's going into production on a number of things. Speaking of which, we've got a Best of Broadway Cabaret coming up pretty soon. It's going to be on November 11th. And I know I'm talking to you on the last Tuesday of September, but you know what? Come this weekend, it's going to be October, and November is not that far around the corner. So it's time for you to start making plans for this. In a moment, I'm going to have information for any of you out there who would like to audition for the cabaret. Yes, we are still taking auditions, and we've got 5 days left. 5 days left to take auditions. So if you haven't sent your tape in to our amazing artistic director for this particular show, Francis Banks, then please send them to the email address here on your screen, franbanks30@gmail.com. That's franbanks30@gmail.com. Get your audition tapes in. Let him know what you want to sing. Contact him if you have any questions before you send that tape off. But you've got 5 more days. Audition times close on October 1st. That's this coming Sunday. So if you haven't gotten your audition tape in by Sunday, not going to be time for you to get in on this. And we want you to be a part of this amazing Broadway cabaret. The one we had back last spring was so good. And this time we're doing not one, but 2 shows. 2 shows. 2. Count them. 2. We're going to do an afternoon matinee at 3 o'clock. And we're going to do another show at 7:30 that evening. So no matter what time of day you'd like to come, we've got openings for you to be able to come and enjoy this next amazing event in our cabaret series. Broadway Cabaret, auditions close on October 1st, this coming Sunday, so you better get your audition tapes in now, okay? And save the date, November 11th. We want to see you there. So let's talk about a few more special events that are going on, because there's a lot happening all of a sudden. I told you it was going to get busy. Everybody waits till the last minute and goes, wait, the holidays are coming. We got stuff to do. And here's one of the stuffs you can do this weekend. This weekend, Green Valley Theater Company's Verde Fe Cabaret is presenting Oktoberfest. Come on, you're going to get dinner with this one? You're going to get dinner with this one. I think the dinner tickets, what did I see, are like $35. So you get a catered dinner, and then a show. So dinner starts at 7 and the show starts at 8. It's going to be a great evening. And they'll have some, German food and seasonal libations and the usual insanity comedy that ensues once Green Valley Theater Company and the Vertfay Cabaret folk put on a show. This Friday and Saturday night only. If you don't get your tickets and get in to see it, those 2 nights, it's gone. It's over. And another Vertfay Cabaret goes into the distance. So you better get your tickets now. If there are tickets left, I don't know. I haven't checked myself. I probably should do that. For the Vertfay Cabaret Oktoberfest, September 29th and 30th. Another big event that's coming up on October 13th is going to be Lit Fest 1. It's a festival of storytelling and poetry, and they're still taking submissions right now for the event. So if you are interested in doing this, you need to get in touch with Winters Theater Company. They're putting this on in conjunction with the Friends of the Library out there in Winters, and you should support that. We should always support libraries. Listen, libraries are getting enough pushback from people trying to take books out. We want to put good literature in, and we want it in your hands. So support Winters Theater Company, support Winters Friends of the Library in their presentation of Lit Fest 1, Storytelling and Poetry, Friday, October 13th, out at the Margaret Parsons Room of the Winters Public Library. More things coming up. Yeah, another special event. We've got an October 28th karaoke and costume contest. Davis Musical Theater Company does this every year, and it's always a lot of fun. There's like just so many things going on the weekends in October. It gets a little crazy making because you're like, but I want to go to this too. But this is happening that night. Oh my gosh. If you have the time, put your money down for this. It's only $10 to go to karaoke. The doors are going to open at 7 o'clock. They're going to have lots and lots of songs available. They're going to have the bar open. You have to buy your own drinks, okay? 9 o'clock, they're going to have a costume contest for the kids and the adults. Children under 13 must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. It'll be a fun time, but, if you don't want to bring the kids, then you better get a babysitter, all right? It includes a soft drink and a dessert. Additional drinks and desserts will be available for purchase. So you get $10, you get a soft drink and a dessert for that money, and you get to participate in karaoke. What a deal. Go out to Davis, hit up DMTC for more information. Davis Musical Theater Company, October 28th for karaoke. If you are looking for costuming, here's another thing that's happening. They're going to have a vintage clothes and crafts and flea market out at the Davis Musical Theater Company also. This is a great time where if you haven't picked up something already, you can pick up something now. And you know what I saw? And I'm so excited because it's coming back and I'm feeling a little more comfortable about maybe going. Dickens Fair is coming up. And if you've never been to Dickens Fair, it's a perfect place to get some of your good vintage clothing like this and go wear it. And immerse yourself in the time of Charles Dickens in London, old London, and have a marvelous time. If you need costumes, here's a place to get it. This is going to happen on Saturday, October 21st from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I would suggest you get there early so you get the best selection. When theater companies start selling off costumes, it's a blast because you can find all kinds of things there, okay? So, vintage clothes, crafts, and flea market out at Davis Musical Theater Company. You know you're going to want to check it out. There's another event, Scary Season Rummage Sale. This is going to happen this coming weekend. Actually, wait a minute. I got given this one, and it's already happened. Dang it! We missed it. I'm so sad because I would have gone to that. I just looked at the date. That was last Sunday. Wah. Oh well. Anyway, on the 14th of October, you can go to a paint party and dinner sponsored by Freefall Stage. And Freefall Stage this is the second time they've sponsored one of these. You go, if you've been to paint parties before, you kind of know the drill. You go and they bring everything you need. You get your brushes and your paints and your canvases and an easel and a space at the table. And they usually have a picture they've picked out, and someone will walk you through all the steps on how to make an amazing picture. And you're going to have dinner along with this, and you're going to get dessert along with this. So it's a deal, and it's only $39 for the paint, supplies, the instructions, the dinner, the dessert, all of it. Go support a great theater company, freefallstage.com, and get your tickets for the paint party dinner on October 14th. Winter's Theater Company is starting something new, and they wanted us to tell you about it. They're contracting with experienced venue and event managers to have things in their space. It's a great classic theater. It's from the 1800s. So they're looking for someone who's experienced at venue and theater managing, who can assist in the venue operations and bookings and fundraising and marketing. It's not cheap to keep a theater open and afoot. It costs money to do all of that. And one of the nice things about having a performance space like this is it makes a great space for special events. So if you're looking for a place for a party, for a wedding, for any kind of celebration that you may be having, this might be the place you want to go, is Winter's Classic Theater, and they're looking for someone who can be their theater manager. So if you're looking for a job, this may be an opportunity for you too. Contact them at Winter's Theater Company and check in about this. Go to their website and check out more information on it. Find out if this is for you. Well, that's all the fancy dancy special events we've got going on right now, but we've got some auditions coming up. Some I've told you about, but we've got a couple new ones in there. So get those resumes and headshots ready, because here we go. They're holding auditions at the Woodland Opera House for The Play That Goes Wrong. It's going to be playing in January and into February of next year. Their auditions are happening October 8th, which is a Sunday, and October 9th, which is a Monday. Both days from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. out at the Woodland Opera House. They're going to have callbacks on Tuesday, October 10th. And you need to remember, go to the Woodland Opera House Theater on 342nd Street. Sign up for an audition. You can go to their website and sign up for your audition time and space to go and be a part of The Play That Goes Wrong. Now, let me tell you, this is the one that they've had in their season, upcoming season, that they wouldn't tell anybody about. I was beginning to think it was because another theater company was running it, and I think I was right, because this just closed a couple of weekends ago. It was playing down at the B Street Theater by the Sophia. It was hysterical. We laughed so hard. It was amazing. This show is great, and I don't know who they're going to cast in it, because clearly they're getting ready to do the auditions. But if you want to be a part of a really hysterical farce, I mean, pieces falling down, stuff falling over, doors opening and closing, people, yeah, it was amazing and so entertaining. This is right up your alley if you're a farce person. Go and audition for The Play That Goes Wrong, and then put it on your calendar for next January so you can go to the Woodland Opera House and see The Play That Goes Wrong. It's amazing. Now we've got a serious situation here, because we've got an emergency casting call from Royal Stage Performing Arts Theater for their upcoming production of Little Women. They still need 2 more people. So they need the auditions for the following male roles. They need a Mr. Lawrence and a Professor Bayer. Rehearsals have already started. They're on Sundays from 3 to 9 p.m. And out on Melody Lane in Roseville. Their performances and tech are going to start on December 3rd. So you've still got time to get in there, but you need to get in touch with Royal Stage Performing Arts Theater. So for more information and to set up a time for an audition, go to their website or give them a call, 916-792-1492, 792-1492. You want to talk to Heather Lindy. about auditioning for this. 2 men. They need a Professor Bear and a Mr. Lawrence. If you can help them out to do Little Women, get in touch with them over at Royal Stage Performing Arts Theater, okay? More auditions. This one's for a Christmas show. I love it when all the Christmas shows start to show up. You want to be in this play with your grandchildren or your children. The Mission Avenue Players have an opportunity with their production of the best Christmas pageant ever, with parts available for several adults and children ages 7 and up. So even really young ones can be in there. So auditions are going to be next Monday and Tuesday, October 2nd and 3rd. Next Monday and Tuesday. So you still have time to get your headshots and resumes together, right, for your audition? If you are auditioning, you only need to come one of those days. So either go Monday or go Tuesday at 7 p.m. There are a lot of roles for children. The tentative callbacks will be on Wednesday the 4th. They may ask some other people to come back in and, redo some auditions or audition for something else. The auditions will be readings from the script, so you don't have to memorize anything, which makes it really nice. Rehearsals will begin on Monday, October 16th, so they're going to get started right away because this is a Christmas production. So if you're interested in this, please contact Kate Muris, 916-487-1936. 487-1936 for any additional information. The best Christmas pageant ever auditions. More auditions. These are coming up this weekend. In fact, they'll be this Sunday for both of these shows. Sutter Street Theater is doing its standard one, Holiday in the Hills, and they've done the Quilt Maker's Gift before, and it's such a wonderful and sweet story. So if you're interested in doing either one of these wonderful, now classic holiday plays with Sutter Street Theater, please get in touch with them. And they're holding the auditions for Holiday in the Hills at 1 o'clock on Sunday, October 1st. And then the Quilt Maker's Gift will be at 7 p.m. on Sunday, October 1st. So don't get it twisted and show up at the wrong time for the wrong audition, okay? 1 o'clock, Holiday in the Hills, 7 p.m., the Quilt Maker's Gift. You can go and do both of these, I suppose, if you want to. That would be fun, huh? That'd fill up your holiday season. Also coming up next week on October 8th, 9th, and 10th, Community Asian Theater of the Sierra, CATS, is hosting auditions for its upcoming production of Snow Falling on Cedars. This is a show that they put on some years ago and won several Ellie Awards for it. It was outstanding and amazing, and I hear they've gotten the same director back to do it again, so this should be very exciting to see them put this on again. It's scheduled to run in April and May of next year, but yes, they're hosting auditions right now, again, October 8th, 9th, and 10th for Snow Falling on Cedars with the Community Asian Theater of the Sierras. Get in touch with them, go to their website and check it out for more information about the auditions. Don't miss this one, it should be amazing. Woo! That's a fair few auditions for us, and I'm sure we'll have some more coming up as some more of the holiday shows start to unfold. But let's take a look at what's playing right now because we've got some cool stuff in the theaters. I think this one has the longest title I've ever done. So, Big Idea Theater presents A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Gynecologic Oncology Unit at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center of New York City. Yes, that's really the title of the show. Okay. This is by Haley Pfeiffer. It's playing right now through October 7th. And I know I need to get my tickets so I can go and see this because I want to see this show. It's going to be amazing. Foul-mouthed, witty 20-something comedian and a middle-aged man get embroiled in a nasty divorce are brought together unexpectedly when their cancer-stricken mothers become roommates in the hospital. Now, you may think that sounds really sad, but you know a wonderful story is going to unfold and ensue because you're going to get to deal with these people in very different places in their lives, negotiating the ups and downs of living and loving someone who's got cancer. So get your tickets, Big Idea Theater, go see this show. I'm going to say this title one more time. Hang in with me. A funny thing happened on the way to the Gynecologic Oncology Unit at Memorial Sloan Kettering's Cancer Center of New York City. Get your tickets. Big Idea Theater right now. I have to tell you guys, I went to see this past weekend. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful show. Take Me Out by Richard Greenberg. It's playing right now at the Wilkerson Theater in the 25th and R complex. Resurrection Theaters has put together an outstanding production. This show, there are no weak parts. Even the ones that don't have a lot of lines are amazing, because you have to watch the whole stage, because everyone is fully engaged in this and what's going on in the background, and the reactions are wonderful. In fact, I want to go back again so I can just watch everybody else instead of the principals now, because it was that good. Take Me Out by Richard Greenberg. Go check it out. It's only playing through the 30th. This is the last weekend for it at the Wilkerson Theater, brought to you by Resurrection Theater Presents. Playing right now at the Davis Musical Theater Company is Something Rotten. This is a great musical. If you haven't seen it, you need to treat yourself. You absolutely need to treat yourself. If you like sort of making fun of Shakespeare, you will enjoy this show, because that's kind of what they're doing through all of this. Actually, it's the story of another frustrated playwright in the same time of Shakespeare, very jealous of all the attention that Shakespeare is getting that he's not getting. Maybe it's something about the really bad shows he's writing. I don't know. But it's playing through this weekend, through October 1st. This Sunday will be the last time it shows. So if you want to go see Something Rotten out at Davis Musical Theater Company, you better get your tickets. Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center, 607 Penna Drive in Davis. Get your tickets now. Go have a good laugh. Something Rotten. This is also the last weekend for Fiddler on the Roof up at the Lincoln Theater Company. If you haven't seen this in a while, because a lot of us have seen it, maybe a couple of times, but every production company does it a little bit differently. It's playing on Friday and Saturday evenings and Saturday and Sunday matinees out at the Lincoln Civic Auditorium right now. This is, again, the last weekend for Fiddler on the Roof, so get your tickets. Lincoln Theater Company. This one has a little bit longer to run. It just opened on the 15th, and it will be playing through the 15th up at the historic Cobblestone Theater in Volcano. And if you haven't been up to Volcano, you should just check it out, because it's just beautiful. These nights that we're getting now, where it's starting to cool down and get dark a little earlier, oh, it's going to be so crisp and lovely up there in the hills. They've got 7:30 shows on Friday and Saturday, and 2 o'clock matinees on Sunday for Noel Coward's Blithe Spirit, directed by Margaret Lewis, and it's one of his comedies, not too haunted, not too scary, but just right for the upcoming October holidays. Get your tickets now for Blithe Spirit. It's playing through the 15th of October. Disney's Little Mermaid Jr. is always a popular one, and this one's being put on by the Davis Musical Theater Company's Young Performers Theater. So these are the children working on this one, and it should be wonderful. This is underwritten by Adele and Robert Stern, and we would like to thank them. We always thank the folks who are willing to underwrite a show. It's an expensive endeavor to put a show up, and any help that the theaters can get is appreciated. And someone who steps up to be an underwriter means they've given you some significant support. So we thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the people out there who are generous enough to underwrite. This will be playing through October 8th, so you still have time to get your tickets and go and enjoy this outstanding show. I don't think we're ever going to get tired of Little Mermaid. I don't think, it's not 30 yet. No, it is. It's over 30. Oh, my goodness. Not the story, the movies, right? So we all know the story of Ariel. Go and see their production of Little Mermaid Jr. Here's another wonderful one. The Women's Theater Collective and Valkyrie Theater Company have come together to put on a production called Emilia by Morgan Lloyd Malcolm. It's directed by Alison Galbraith and choreographed by Lisa Dillon. This is a witty reclaiming of the life of an exceptional woman. Every production from the Women's Theater Collection donates part of its profit to women's causes. So follow them, find their social media and follow them so that you know what they're donating to and what they're working toward. This time it's to empower single mothers and their children through enrichment, encouragement, and educational programs. So, not only are you getting theater for the evening, but you're giving to a great cause if you get tickets for this. The shows are September 14th through October 6th. So it'll be playing a little bit into next week. So you still have time to get your tickets for this. Go and check out their website, Women's Theater Collective. They'll be playing at the Hut in Fair Oaks Village. Again, on Fridays and Saturdays at 7 and on Sundays at 6 p.m. Emilia. And in keeping with our holiday season, we have The Drowning Girls, playing on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and again on Sundays at 2 o'clock through October 14th. These shows are put up at St. Joseph's Cultural Center, which is on Church Street in Grass Valley, California. We have Sierra Stages to thank for this show. And if you want your tickets, go ahead and go contact Sierra Stages box office, sierrastages.org, and get your tickets for The Drowning Girls. All right, that's what's playing right now. You've got a lot to put on your calendar to keep you busy for several weekends, right? But let's take a look at what's coming soon. Because wait, there's more. It's like those old late night knife commercials. But wait, there's more. If you get a theater ticket right now, you can get a chance to go see this show. Right? All right, you theater nerds, you know it's right. Here we go. What's coming soon? Roseville Theater Arts Academy is doing a production of The Aristocats Kids. This is going to be starting on Friday, October 6th, and playing through October 7th and October 8th. So they've got a Tuesday and Wednesday. I know it's in the middle of the week, but this is school night stuff. Okay? This kid's got to go do a show and then go home and go to bed and get up and be ready for school the next day. So, Friday at 7, Saturday at 2 o'clock. So get your tickets to go and see these shows, Aristocats Kids, Disney's Aristocats Kids, out at the Roseville Theater Arts Academy. They always put on great shows. They just closed Footloose. That was another fun one that they did. B Street Theater at the Sophia is featuring its production of Jump. And this opens tomorrow. It opens on the 27th. This is by Charlie Evans Simpson, and it deals with two people who meet in a most unlikely place, on a bridge, as Faye deals with the recent loss of her mother and the inevitable loss of her childhood home. She finds comfort in a local neighborhood bridge that her mother loved. However, one day she meets Hopkins, who happens to be on the bridge for other reasons. This sparks an unlikely friendship, and both Faye and Hopkins begin to heal each other as they process their grief together. Heart is a heartfelt jump into a new play that tackles the pain of loss and the beauty in connection. Jump at the B Street Theater. It sounds like a wonderful one, and one of those wonderful feel-good, heart-wrenching kind of things. Sometimes we need that catharsis in our life, right? I know I do, okay? It's playing through November 5th, so plenty of time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to go, I won't be able to see any of the October holiday stuff because I want to go see this. Yes, you can. You can either get tickets for this, this coming weekend, because like I said, it opens tomorrow, or you can wait until the first part of November and still get tickets because it's playing through November 5th. You're good. All right. Well, let's get into some of the Halloween stuff. We got Pinocchio's Halloween Fate, which should be absolutely hysterical. This is coming up with performances on October 21st and 28th through November 4th. Center Street Theater is featuring this one, so you can go and see in this one. This show, written by Robert Michaels and directed by Christine Lovett. You're going to enjoy this. This is a new work by local actor playwright Robert Michaels, and the production is the world premiere. We always need new theater. Always need new theater. So thank you, Robert Michaels, for putting together Pinocchio's Halloween Fate. Another one that is a new one for us, and we're excited about it, is Rabbit Hole by David Lindy Abair. And how do you keep it together when your whole world is falling apart? This was a Pulitzer Prize winning drama from 2007. So we got some high class theater here, folks, okay? This is opening on October 13th and will be playing through November 12th. It got nominated for the Tony for Best Play in 2006. Pretty good stuff, right? Rabbit Hole is a telling depiction about the resilience of the human spirit, and the cast includes Deborah Bromley, Martha Knight, Lauren Hirsch, Andrew Lynch Williams, and Yue Randolph. All local actors. A few of these folks I've seen in productions already. I'm planning on going, so I hope you do too. It's playing on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 o'clock, and then again on Sundays at 2. However, there is a caution. This show is recommended for mature audiences as it contains mature themes and language. So get a sitter and go to the show. This is grown folk stuff right here, okay? So go and enjoy yourself and go see Rabbit Hole by David Lindy Abair. And now let's just go from the sublime to the absolutely ridiculous and go see Evil Dead, the musical. I don't know about you guys, but I've been to this show. Has it been 3 times? Maybe twice. Each time I sat in the splash zone because I'm kind of crazy like that. If you don't know what the splash zone is, maybe you should sit a little further back the first time you go and see it, okay? That's all I'm saying. Sutter Street Theater does this each Halloween season, and it's always met with great joy and respect because, I mean, come on, where else can you get, talking spooky trees and Kandarian demons? You need that. So, starting on September 29th and playing through November 5th, on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, on Sundays at 7 o'clock, and they've thrown in a special performance on Halloween night, Tuesday, October 31st at 7 o'clock. Go trick or treat up in Old Folsom. Go see Evil Dead the musical. Wear a raincoat. Or something you don't mind getting a little drenched. It'll be so much fun. So much fun. In fact, I think for October, I may have to do this show in costumes because it's October and we're theater nerds. And don't you just have several extra costumes hanging in your closet? I know you do. Don't lie. Don't lie. You know you do. So, Evil Dead, directed by Mike Jimena, rated PG-13 to R because it's recommended for mature audiences and parental guidance is strongly suggested. There's blood and gore flying about. So, again, maybe not the place to take the kids. Just saying. Evil Dead the musical. And again, from the ridiculous to the sublime. Celebration Arts is putting on its production of Thurgood. Yes, it's the story of Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, the first African American on the Supreme Court. It's by George Stevens Jr. and it will be directed by the Honorable James Wheatley, who is one of our own special snowflakes here in the Sacramento area when we're talking about classics in theater and particularly in the African American theater community. This is going to open on September 29th, so it's opening this coming Friday night, and it will be playing through October 22nd at Celebration Arts. From his early days as the civil rights lawyer who argued the landmark case of Brown versus the Board of Education, this was the one that desegregated schools back in 1954. Before we were thought about, right, kids? Then leading to the end of the institutionalized segregation of schools because of that. Then he was appointed to the Supreme Court. It's a tribute to Thurgood Marshall's lasting legacy. So go see some history. Go learn yourself something. Thurgood by George Stevens Jr. Now, if you're into the Greek classics, Sacramento City College City Theater has something just for you because they're doing Eurydice, a classical myth about power, limits, and love retold through the heroine's perspective. This is going to be at City Theater at Sacramento City College. The production is opening on Friday the 29th, so that's this coming Friday. It opens, and it will be playing through Sunday, October 15th. So you have time to see it. Performances are at 7:30 p.m. and again at 2 p.m. on the weekends. So you've got lots of opportunities later early to see it. If you haven't been to the Art Court Theater over on the Sacramento City College campus, then you should, because it's one of a great little theater that we have as part of our theater community here in Sacramento. It's a lovely space. So get your tickets for Eurydice at the Sacramento City College City Theater. This looks like it's going to be a hoot and a half. I'm actually buying tickets for this one very soon because a friend of mine and I want to go see Lost in Little Rock by Linda Taylor. This one also opens on Friday. There's a lot of things opening on Friday. You better start getting that calendar out and getting some things filled in right now because Friday's going to be a hot number. Although it is playing through October 29th. So you've got a whole month to plan it all out. You can get in a lot of things in a month. Let's see, you can go see Evil Dead. You can go see Lost in Little Rock. You could go see Eurydice. You've got time, right? This one is presented by the R25 Theater Group, and it's going to be playing at the California Stage on 2509 R Street in Sacramento, Fridays and Saturdays at 7, and then Sundays at 2 o'clock. R25theater.org is where you get your tickets for this. And it says in 1948 in Little Rock, Arkansas, Mama Loshi rules the roost. California's just a dream, but her son Harvey and his new wife Ruth may get there someday. So you've got to go and see this. It should be absolutely hysterical. If you need more information, get in touch with the R25 Theater Group or give them a call or just go get your tickets for Lost in Little Rock because you know you're going to want to see it. Okay? More fun things that are fitting our October holidays. Woodland Opera House is doing a production of The Addams Family. Yay! When you're an Addams. Oh, no, we won't sing it all. Okay. This is going to be opening on October 6th, so next week, and playing through the 29th on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30, and again at Sundays on 2 o'clock. Don't Fester and Grandma look wonderfully festive already? I can't wait to see the rest of the cast. The Addams Family is a wonderful musical, and again, if you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to go and see this show. You will come away singing the songs. And if that wasn't, spooky season enough for you, we've got The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Sutter Street Theater is coming back with this production October 7th through October 29th on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Most of you probably know this story already. This was written by Washington Irving, and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow talks about a gentleman named Ichabod Crane, who's kind of a little, scary kind of guy, and is buying into some of the legends around the area of Sleepy Hollow where he is. This is directed by Alan Schmeltz. It's rated G. It's not going to scare you that bad, but it's a great story. Go see The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, adapted by Catherine Schultz Miller for the story by Washington Irving. Now, it's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. I love this show. This is probably one of my favorite shows ever. Just because it's absurd and wonderful and campy and joyous. The Rocky Horror Show. And for those of you who were around last year when the unfortunate thing happened and Green Valley didn't get the rights to this show and we all had a moment of mourning, righteous anger, fist shaking, it was not good. It was not good. We were not happy campers. But they got their rights this year. Made sure of that. And they're back. They're back with the Rocky Horror Show. It's going to open on October 13th and play through October 29th in the Upstairs Theater at Westminster Presbyterian Church. Yes, I just said they're playing at Westminster Presbyterian Church. So just be ready, okay? I mean, come on. They're doing a cabaret over at the church hall at St. John's Lutheran Church downtown. So, churches are down. They know what's up, right? So, Richard O'Brien's The Rocky Horror Show, October 13th through the 29th. Just go buy your tickets because you know you want to go. And I'll see you there. I'll be there lots of, every time. I'll be there. Say hello, okay? The theme this year, because there's a different theme every year. Okay, so here's what you need. You can wear standard Rocky attire. And if you know what standard Rocky attire, that's like corsets and fishnets and great heels and things like that. Or, Green Valley gives it a new theme every year. You can get your best rhinestone cowboy western gear out. So get your cowboy hat and get your chaps and get your shirt with all the fringe and the beautiful rhinestones and embroidery on it and go see the Rocky Horror Show. It's going to be wonderful. October 13th through the 29th, Westminster Presbyterian Church, brought to you by Green Valley Theater Company. It's going to be another hit, folks. Whew. And if that's not enough for you, once October is over, we can go and see After the Blast by Zoe Kazan, which will open on November 3rd and play through the 25th. No performances on Thursday, November 23rd. It's Thanksgiving, and they would like to go be with their families, have turkey, watch football games, and have good fun too. So, nothing on November 23rd, but from the 3rd to the 25th, you can get your tickets for After the Blast at Big Idea Theater. I moved. Sorry. Then coming to Winters Theater Company, we have been talking about them before. Well, we're bringing them back again. They are putting up a production of The Miracle Worker. This is the wonderful true story of Anne Sullivan and Helen Keller. And for a lot of you, you've probably read this book at some time in school. The Miracle Worker was by William Gibson. It's going to be playing November 10th through the 18th out at the Winters Theater Company. So you can go check out The Miracle Worker. Oops. Sorry about that. I need to go back to my big screen again. I think that was it. Yeah. Let me go through and take a look. Pardon me, I always have one of these technical difficulties, and I did it to myself again. I will run down my list and make sure I didn't leave anything out. I think I gotten to the end. Oh my gosh. See, that's what happens if you click in the wrong space. That's like you thought you had. Yeah, we talked about Rocky Horror, right? We did The Miracle Worker. No, I wasn't done. I was not done. I wasn't done. I've still got December shows to tell you about. Oh my gosh. All right. I need my own sound tech. I am my own sound tech. I'm my own sound tech and video tech and everything else. So just bear with me. I got this. All right. Lorraine Hansberry's production, A Raisin in the Sun. Here's some more classic theater for you. This was the first Broadway-produced play that was done by an African-American woman. And this was back in 1959. It got nominated for 4 different Tony Awards in 1960. Which, let's face it, people, for African-Americans in 1960, that was a big freaking deal. All right? And it deals with the issues of redlining and where people could live or weren't allowed to live during that time. One family struggle with moving out of the lower class spaces they were in into a middle class house that they had worked and saved for too. We talk about doing things like building generational wealth. That's what this story's about. So if you've never read the play, if you've never seen the movie, you need to treat yourself. I mean, Sidney Poitier, come on. You need to treat yourself. A Raisin in the Sun. This is going to open on December 1st and play through the 24th. I suggest you give it to yourself for Christmas because it would be a lovely thing. Or if you don't do Christmas, give it to yourself for solstice because, you know, it's a wonderful winter transition. Very uplifting, very neat. Directed by James Ellison III. Again, Celebration Arts is presenting this one December 1st through the 24th of this year. Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun. Another holiday event. There's going to be another cabaret. December 1st through December 10th at the Lincoln Theater Company. You can go to their website and get more information on this production, Holiday Cabaret by the Lincoln Theater Company. Again, December 5th through the 10th. It's coming up. And it's coming up quick. That'll be here faster than you know. It really, really will. More holiday events. We're going to have Alice's Christmas Party in Wonderland this time. And this is going to be at the Chautauqua Playhouse this time. Alice's Christmas Party in Wonderland is written and directed by Warren Harrison, and Alice is receiving a mysterious invitation from the Mad Hatter to join the Christmas Party in Wonderland. Along the way, she meets many old acquaintances, including Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and of course the White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat. And beware the Queen. All right, so it's based on the poetry and prose from Lewis Carroll, and it comes alive in this production at Chautauqua Encore. They've done this before, so if you say, well, that sounds familiar, this is one of their classics, so they're bringing it back again for this holiday season. Alice's Christmas Party in Wonderland. Performances are going to start on December 2nd and play through December 16th on Saturdays at 1 o'clock. So early enough for everybody to come and enjoy. And it'll probably be over in time for 4 o'clock tea. So you can go and have tea after you see Alice's Christmas Party in Wonderland. I hope you enjoy that. Winters Theater Company next year. Oh yeah, we're in the next year now. Just breezed right into 2024, didn't we? They're doing a collection of 8 short plays by local playwrights at their 10-minute play festival. The Winters Theater Company presents this each year, and they just want to let people know it's coming up March 15th through the 17th and the 22nd through the 24th of next year at the Winters Theater Company. So if you want some more information on this, winterstheater.org. winterstheater.org for more information on the 10-minute play festival. You want to be a part of that? Of course you do. And then also coming next year, April and May of next year, to the Community Asian Theater of the Sierras, CATS, Snow Falling on Cedars. This is written by David Gooderson and adapted to stage and directed by Kevin McKeon. They're doing their auditions. We already announced that they're doing their auditions on October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Well, this is for the show. It will be running next April and May of 2004. So go to their website, get more information. It'll let you know when the tickets will be on sale for this show. Snow Falling on Cedars. Whew, that's what's coming up. And I know there's more coming along. I've heard tell of a few more shows that'll be opening. So we'll bring those to you as they unfold. But let's take a look at our season schedules and see where we are. We've still got a few more shows to do. Let's see. Starting with Free Fall Stage, they just closed Pride and Prejudice. That closed this last weekend. And they're about to open Help Me. Help Me is opening on October 6th and will be playing through October 8th. And then they'll wrap their season up with Amelia Earhart, November 10th through the 19th. If you want more information on any of these shows, contact them at freefallstage.com. That's freefallstage.com. Davis Musical Theater Company has been sharing its runs with you. They are going to be closing Something Rotten this weekend. So if you didn't get your tickets for that, you better get them. Then they're going to move on to Oklahoma. Seussical, the musical, always a wonderful one. They're going to do their production of Fiddler on the Roof next March 3rd through March 1st through the 24th, pardon me. Then they're going to follow that with Into the Woods, always a great classic, and wrap up their next season with Little Mermaid. The other cool thing about these is I mentioned underwriters before for some of our theater companies. Each one of their shows has gotten an underwriter. That means someone who was there to offer some significant sponsorship to them so that they could put these great shows up on the stage for you. So we want to say thank you, Theater Nerd, because you were an underwriter. You are a major underwriter, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Woodland Opera House has their main series and family series on here. I just showed you their poster for the Addams Family. That's coming up pretty soon. And after that, in November, they're doing School of Rock, which should be just a hoot. The comedy we were waiting to announce was The Play That Goes Wrong. So that'll be coming next January, followed by Descendants, the musical, then Damn Yankees, another classic, and finally wrapping up their season will be Peter and the Starcatcher. So all of you folks who are Peter Pan fans, you'll be able to go and enjoy that show too. Thank you, Woodland Opera House, for all of the great shows that you bring to us. Well, friends, if that wasn't enough theater for you, I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you. I want to tell you to please let us publicize your theater program. If you didn't see the things that are going on in your theater company or in your area on this broadcast or on our website, sarda.com, or in our newsletter, if you're getting our newsletter, then that means you need to let us know. You can go to our website, go to the page where it says shows and auditions. Down at the bottom of the page is a form that you can fill out. Put the information in. When's your show playing? What's the name of it? Give us some data. Upload a picture or two. We will put that for free. Did I mention it was free? For free in our community calendar on our webpage. We will promote it here on Twitch. If I get the information, I'm going to tell people about it. I like to talk about theater like that, right? So send us your auditions. Tell us about your shows. Let us help get some butts in your seats, okay? Because that's what it's all about. We want people to come and fill up your theater and enrich their lives, because that's what theater does. It's life affirming to go see theater. I rarely leave the theater going, why did I come here? I always leave going, oh my God, it's over already? That was so amazing, right? And I hope you have that experience with theater. So let us tell everybody what's going on at your theater company. Let us know, sarda.com. If you have not done so far, and you're here hanging out with me on Twitch, please click the follow button, touch that little heart, and follow us. And what'll happen is every time I get ready to do one of these Tuesday night Twitch shows, or anything special that I do, it's not always Tuesday night, sometimes I pop in on other times too, you'll get a little notification. Your phone, if it's like my phone was, you'll go tap, tap, tap. Hey, Sarda Theaters is about to do something. They're about to share on Twitch, and then you can tune in. You can follow us on Facebook at Sarta Theaters. You can share things there on our site, and everybody that comes to our Facebook site will be able to see what you've got. You can follow us on YouTube at Sarda Theaters, because once I'm done with these Twitch broadcasts, I always take them, convert them, and put them on YouTube to archive. So if there's a special community conversation that I've had, or something else that's happening that's come up, or you just want to go back and see, oh, what was that show was playing, and I think it was around March. Let me go back and see. All that's archived for you on our YouTube page. And they're in there by the weekly dates and things like that. And so far, I think I've only missed maybe 1 week. Sorry about that. I was out of the country in Africa. What can I say? Okay. But I haven't missed any more, and we've been here, okay? So let us tell people about what's going on in your neck of the woods. Follow us so you can see all the great sharing that we do within our theater community. You can also go to our website, and I'm going to make an egregious plug for money, and become a member and donate to us at SARDA. We can't do this without your support. We are a 501c3 company. SARDA's been around for almost 40 years. Yeah. We did the Ellie's for 38 of those. So, it's been a staple of the Sacramento community theater scene for some time. And with everything that happened during the pandemic, with the loss of some theater companies that just could not survive because they did not have the wherewithal to wait out those dark times. And that was pretty unbelievable. I know a lot of people still have a lot of shock and trauma and awe from all of that, but we're back. And slowly but surely, we've been opening up again. We had a lot of theaters that did a lot of unique and innovative things, like figuring out how to stream their productions so they could only have just their actors in the theater and sell tickets online. We had a number of different things go on, and we want to help support and honor all those folks who kept theater alive and kept trying to make it happen. We offer discounts on any of our SARDA sponsored events. So the cabaret that's coming up that I told you about, tickets are usually $20 to $25. Well, if you're a SARDA member, you're going to get it for $15. You'll get early bird access to tickets. So you'll get to buy your tickets first, and then they'll go on sale to the general public. If you are a theater or a business and would like to get a theater or a business membership, well, of course, we're going to advertise the heck out of you. You will be on our webpage. You will be in our newsletter. If you ever want to see, just check out our newsletter and see who some of our other corporate sponsors are. We will publicize you at some of our bigger events. We are always looking for folks who could be underwriters. That would be great. Having someone who could help underwrite this next endeavor of the cabaret in November would be wonderful. I mean, we're going to make it happen, but wow, it would be so much more that we would get if we had an underwriter to help us, and that would be more money that we could do theater stipends with, and more money that we could put into the scholarship program, and so many other things that we have planned coming down the pike. We're going to have a end of the year giving kickoff, probably the first weekend of December. Details on that are still upcoming, and we're excited to get that one off the ground, and then we're gonna relax again until next year, because give everybody a chance to go and enjoy their winter break and their holiday and transition into the new year. But we'll be here telling you what's going on in theater. We'll be here letting you know about all the fabulous events that are happening in our town at our community theaters. So please let us publicize what you're doing. Let us know what's going on. Subscribe now. Send your information to us now. And as I tell you each week, and I really, if you're watching this and you see me out hanging out at the theater, please come over and say hi, because I'd love to talk with you. And I do hope to see you at the theater soon. Take care, everybody. And lots of love and kisses. Get a sweater. It's getting cool outside at night now, okay? Alrighty, bye, you guys.